How to get unstuck. How do I get unstuck? That's the topic we're going to continue to dive into on this morning. I've been sharing about this for the last few days. How do I get unstuck? Um, Listen, welcome to This Is Your Day broadcast. Listen, like and share, tag and text, get your family and friends on. We're getting ready to dive into this. We got 10 minutes. Got 10 minutes. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal day. Hope you had a peaceful sleep on last night. Waking up this morning as world overcomers. And we want to dive right into our information on today. So quickly, like and share. So you're going to be a part of the discussion on this morning. Because guess what? We just have 10 minutes. I started at the beginning of the week with reasons why people stay stuck. Well, if you look at the title today, is why people stay stuck. And then you see how to get unstuck. Because if you've been listening to what I've been sharing this week, the reason why people stay stuck, if you look at the flip side of what we are discussing, is giving you the solution how to get unstuck. Is giving you the solution. I see you guys coming in, and I wish I had time to greet all of you, but guess what? We only got 10 minutes. So listen up, and let's continue this discussion on how to get unstuck. Well, really, what I've been sharing this week of why people stay stuck was really giving you the flip side. Beginning in the beginning of the week, I shared why people stay stuck is limited self-identity. Limited self-identity. You allow circumstances and conditions to define you. It calls you to have limited self-identity. And I would not allow a circumstance or situation to define me. In spite of what I'm going through, I am victorious. I'm an overcomer. I win. So whatever you're going through, at some point in time, you may have to reinvent yourself. Say that with me. I have to reinvent myself because I refuse to stay stuck, and my past will not hinder my future. My past is what I learned from, but my future is filled with great possibilities. But there are sometimes you simply have to reinvent yourself. The number two, what we shared is learned behavior. Learned helplessness. Helplessness is a learned behavior. So this is a result after some failures or some hard experience. People stop believing in themselves. And I share with you guys, failure is part of the process. Most of the success stories that you hear are people that have failed. But failure don't have to be your undertaker. Failure can be your professor. It can teach you some things. So you would talk yourself into from this learned helplessness. I wasn't meant to succeed. I was not meant to succeed. And it'll cause you to be passive, procrastinate, and avoid challenges. Check this out. This will cause you to be reluctant in pursuing future dreams, goals, and visions. If you consider yourself helpless, things not going to get any better for me. It is what it is. You have to shake that. In spite of what you have gone through, your past was just something you learned from, but it's not your whole story. Not only that, we covered fear of change and uncertainty. Some people don't like change. Some people simply don't like change. Research shows many experience high anxiety at the idea of leaving their comfort zone. And I share with you, comfort zone have robbed people of experiencing the possibilities of their greatness. Comfort zone. So at some point in time, you got to get uncomfortable in your comfort zone. See, it's just like ministry. We had the builders, we had the brick and mortar, we had the people gathering together. Now things are virtual. Now all churches are not virtual, but some things change. And I believe being virtual is part of the future, not just in ministry, but even in schools. But there are some people that's just stuck on not changing. They don't want to change. We want to do things the way we've been doing things. But these are the same people that will preach no more church as usual. But you have to learn how to embrace change, and don't be afraid of change, because there's greatness on the inside of you, but you got to be able to move and go with the flow. Check this out. The next thing is comfort with familiar pain. That will cause a person to stay stuck. And why I also titled it How to Get Unstuck is, if you know, okay, it's comfort and familiar pain. Now, at some point, I'm going to have to get uncomfortable because I'm comfortable with defeat. I'm comfortable being inferior. When you got to understand the greater one resides on the inside of you, so there's nothing inferior about you. Don't allow your mind to limit you. We serve a limitless God. So comfort with familiar pain. Don't miss this part. Many prefer familiar struggle over unfamiliar freedom. Y'all missed that. Many prefer familiar struggle. I'm used to this. I'm used to fail. I'm used to things not working out. I'm used to things working against me. They're used to familiar struggle over unfamiliar freedom because it feels normal and predictable and safe. It's normal and predictable. Yeah, nothing ever works out for me. And you talk yourself into being a failure when there's not anything in you that's a failure except your mind. Once you transform your mind and see that you are who you are and whose you are, and you have been created to succeed, and get away from the familiarity of the struggle and getting used to the struggle and expecting the struggle and look forward for the freedom. Check this out. Psychologists note we often choose familiar discomfort rather than the anxiety of new possibilities. That's good. Psychologists note that people often choose familiar discomfort rather than the anxiety of new possibilities. But you understand there's greatness on the inside of you, and God has created you to succeed. Success belongs to you. Matter of fact, success is in your DNA. According to Joshua 1:8, it says, this book of the law should not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate on it day and night, and that you may observe and do according to all that is written in it. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall deal wisely and have good success. Success belongs to you. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, join us right here on Facebook Live, right on this page, Sunday morning at 9 a.m., Wednesday at 7 p.m. Come and be blessed by one of our virtual service. Be blessed by a word from God. And I pray that you have a phenomenal day. And always remember, this is your day. Be blessed. Love you guys.